If you love Jolly Ranchers, definitely try freeze-dried Jolly Ranchers. They are light and crispy and they literally just melt in your mouth. They're so good. If you have a freeze dryer, let me show you how to make freeze-dried Jolly Ranchers at home.
The first thing you need to do is unwrap your Jolly Ranchers. Make sure your freeze dryer trays are lined with parchment paper or silicone mats. And next you're going to need to cut them into pieces. It's extremely important that you cut them because they do puff up significantly and they will hit the top of your freeze dryer shelf. I'm using a pipe cutter here, and I've linked it down below if you want to see what I bought from Amazon. It does a really good job of cutting them. First, I like to cut them in half, and then each half I cut again so that they're in fourths. I prefer to cut the Jolly Ranchers into quarters to keep them pretty small, but you can also cut them into thirds as well if you want them a bit bigger. But I do find that they don't break as easily when I cut them into fourths, and also they don't hit the top of the shelf of the freeze dryer. If you're cutting them into fourths, then I like to arrange them 4 across, but if you're cutting them into thirds, you may want to just put 3 across so that they don't hit each other. And you do want to take your time spacing them out because they will stick to each other, but you can pull them apart. They are just really crumbly, so you have to be really careful doing it. Another tip is to cover each tray of Jolly Ranchers with another piece of parchment paper on top to prevent them from hitting the top of your freeze dryer shelf when they puff up. I strongly suggest doing this, especially if you want to avoid getting candy stuck to the top of the shelf of the tray, but sometimes I'm lazy, and especially if I'm cutting them into fourths, I usually can avoid it. I'm using the Stay Fresh freeze dryer, and I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that my vacuum valve is closed, my drain valve is closed, and also the demister is closed as well. You do not need to preheat Jolly Ranchers in your oven. I'm loading my trays into the freeze dryer, and I'm going to close the chamber door. Next, I'm going to click freeze drying and candy mode, and then I'm setting the shelf temperature to 150 degrees, and I find that they're ready in 3 hours, but you can adjust the time if you'd like to add a little bit more as well. When your Jolly Ranchers are finished, you can open your vacuum valve and then open your chamber door, and you can see that they're really puffed up a lot. You want to store them pretty quickly because they do start to pick up moisture from the air much quicker than like Skittles. And here you can see that I'm just putting them in mason jars. This is my favorite way to store them if we're just going to be enjoying them as a family. I just put the lid on the mason jar and then I use my electric vacuum seal to take out some of the air in the jar, and it keeps them nice and crispy. As you can see here, the lid is sealed on, and it's a great way to be able to just use them as a family if we're wanting a sweet treat. Another way to store them is in Mylar bags, and I'm just using these cheap ones with a clear window because these are not for long-term storage. This is a fun way to share candy for a movie night, especially if you have friends over. And my kids also love selling freeze-dried candy, and so it's great to have a little window on the package so that people can see what's inside.
My Jolly Ranchers are finished. They came out nice and light and fluffy, and we're gonna go ahead and give them a little try. Let's see, we'll take a little purple one here. You do need to be a little bit careful with handling them. They will break apart like really easily. They just crumble. So if you are packaging them in bags, you just have to be really gentle with them. But also, they're so fun to use. You can use them on frostings, on ice cream. You can put them like on the rim of a glass if you're making like a fun drink. So they're definitely very versatile, and they're so delicious. So definitely give these a try. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section, and also in the description of this video, I do have a link to the blog post where I go into detail about the instructions, and you can also print it out as well. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.